So they were ripe for a Super Bowl run. Okay. Yesterday, we see this offense struggle with the lack of Perryman, Godwin, Evans, Lenny Fournette. Okay. All of whom, except Evans, are free agents coming up in the 2022 season. So let me give you those are the key pieces to an explosive offense. So coming up, free agents are Godwin, Gronk, Playoff Lenny, AB, OJ Howard, and Rojo. Those are the skilled players that are coming up as free agents in 2022.
Did you just call OJ Howard a skilled player?
Technically, he is.
I think we will have a debate. There you go.
Okay, we can have a debate. Okay. So on the defensive side of the ball, you have JPP, Sue, and Goldston, and not playing defense, but who I believe is critical to the Buccaneers offense also is Jensen, who currently plays center. Okay. So Tom Brady has 1 year left on his contract, so he can play out that contract or he can retire at the end of this year. Based on how the Bucs do in either free agency or re-signing these guys, I think if he doesn't feel he gets the players he needs around him to be successful, he retires in the upcoming season based on what we saw yesterday. Your thoughts?
Okay, so out of all those people that you mentioned that on the offensive side, let's just talk offensive side of the ball for a second. There are only two I think that he is really that interested in. Number one, Gronk. Number two, Jensen. Okay, Tom is most interested in an offensive line that can protect him, that can give him time and protect him. And then he knows Gronk, and they just have a relationship that that's going to stay together. Wherever Tom goes, Gronk goes. If Tom goes home, I don't know what Gronk does at that point. But at that point, I honestly believe that Tom can get, the receivers and the running backs in New England kind of came and went quite a bit. There were a few guys that stayed. Yeah. But it was almost a carousel of guys there.
Aside from the slot receivers, Edelman, Amendola, and then like a Randy Moss who was there for a couple of years, you can't name a receiver that Tom Brady threw to. What, exactly. Troy Brown?
Yeah,
that's your guy.
That's what I'm saying. So Mike Evans will be here. AB, maybe not, but Perryman, and we have guys that I think he believes he can work with. So Godwin, I love the man, and I want to see him stay. Lenny. I don't think we definitely don't. If we keep Lenny, Rojo doesn't stay. Rojo believes he's a starting quarterback, a starting running back. He's going to go somewhere.
I don't think we can afford both of them.
We probably can't afford them. And OJ Howard, dude. I'm not pulling any punches on this guy.
Here's the reality. Man. Listen, here's the reality. You got Rojo and Playoff Lenny, both free agents. We could lose both.
Well,
good. But listen, we found both of them when we were looking for running backs in the first place.
Yeah.
Running backs, you're not going to find but maybe 3 to 4 running backs in the league right now who are franchise players. That's it. Everyone else is a platoon player that doesn't matter. You're not seeing teams draft running backs in the first round anymore. Everyone has figured out, aside from the fact that it's really no longer a running league, it's more of a passing league, that if you invest in an offensive line like they did in the 80s with the Dolphins and the Redskins with the Hogs and the Tom Brady's favorite team, the 49ers, when they had their dynasty, they had a fantastic offensive line. That is the key to having a successful offense. Your quarterback needs time to throw, and you need to open up running lanes for whatever running back you have. That will help you to win more games than having the best receiver in the world. Because right now you can run down who the best receivers are. DK Metcalf, he's on Seattle. What are they doing right now? Where's Julio Jones? He was the big free agent signing in the offseason this year. Playing for the Titans, I think. I haven't heard his name all season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I hear
you. Having a big flashy name a receiver is not what it used to be, 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be interesting. I think that you're going to see a lot of decisions to be made. And, I don't know where we're at salary cap wise, but I think some tough ones are going to have to be made too. And some of these guys on the defensive side, Sue and JPP, are just straight up old.
Yeah. I think it's fair to say this team is going to look very different next year. So, again, they all recognize that this is an opportunity right now which I think is going to help drive them throughout the playoffs as they get through these last 3 weeks of the season. That's going to be a driving factor that people like Tom and Rob Gronkowski are going to have to point out and drive into these guys' heads. This is it, guys. You're not going to see us together again in this opportunity. Why not us? Why not now? Let's go.
Let's go. They are going to raise the pay ceiling next year. It does go up. So there'll be a little help there. But like you said, I see us just drafting a running back in the second round, getting a solid guy, and then just filling the holes. Probably a tight end is where I see us drafting. You know,